Hi guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's take a look at our Friday and also coincidentally the last day of the month. Um, so let's keep it simple today. Okay, agreed? Let's keep it simple today. And futures are gonna close after the evening session. Do they even have an evening session on Friday? Only crypto stays. IWM not so critically far from 0.5 in continuation of the trend, in continuation of the trend on year and months. You know, it's not terrible. Minutes, of course, go nasty. Yeah, I think I can, yeah, do this. You know, it's an interesting place, to say the very least. SPY is out there. Q's bounce of 0.5. Mirroring bounces of 0.5. Done. Pfizer goes for the earnings on Monday. No, on Tuesday. I really feel like to buy more. Just there's no, absolutely no, absolute. That's so Russian. Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, no setup for me. To, you know, even if I put it like this for a short trade, it's because I want to trade it so bad. I don't want to trade it. I want to make money on it. Let me correct myself. Even with all this, yeah, it goes to perfect 0.5. And by the way, yeah, by the way, dong. Yep. Not so funny anymore. DTM is at the level. Zero goes below. Also, as much as I wanted more of Tiro, what can I do? What can I do? Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Only if I treated this as the levels. But no. Hodges. Microsoft makes its move. But we are now facing the level. Added volume. Oh my gosh, the excavator is back. Can you guys hear it, this mess? Let me close the balcony door. Give me a sec. We'll see how long can I survive with my balcony door closed. Because this freaking construction out of my window is killing me. Baby, I must confess, I still believe, still believe. Didn't take me long. You guys, I wanted to sing in my childhood, but my sister's vocal tutor said something horrible about my singing skills. And comes to think of it, I don't know why my mom didn't step in. I would have said something if anyone told anything like that about my child. But the singing tutor was a god, and my mom didn't dare to speak up. Yo, mom, I would have. I would have done it for my daughter. For sure. Uh, and I know, by the way, that my grandma would have done it for my mom as well, and her sister. She, like, ooh, she wouldn't take shit from no one. Magnet. It's counter trend. What I'm looking at? It's counter trend on monthly. And we're breaking it in a day. Let's face it. This level is done. So, continuation of the trend. And then we get this reversal in a change direction. We'll see, it's an interesting situation. Boom. This thing goes. This thing goes. And it's in a break. Okay. We reached the potential here, so no. Okay, this 0.5 has wrong temporality on it. Automatic rally in its purest. UPS. UPS I want so badly. Can't find a place to join the party. Just look at this. No matter how ridiculous it looked yesterday. Just look at this. Boom. Boom. No matter how ridiculous this level looked yesterday, today it proves the point. That would need a test on daily. That was a test, but it already went to the unvolumed upthrust. That was the problem. It was unvolumed, so couldn't do anything about it. That would need a test. It's violent. Yeah, no. We have to have a distinctive setup. Call it bullish if you want, but wait for a test, and there is a little volume here. That would need a test. It's too big of a volume. This is way better. Like way, way, way better. Okay. It's last volume of the day. On volume spring. It's not the biggest volume on spring. So that would need a test on daily. On monthly though. Just too wide. It's too wide. Just take it like this. No, it's better to yeah, it's going lower. CRM. It's good volume. In a good place on monthly. In 0.5 on yearly. Looks good. And there is some bars. You know what I mean? 1, 2, and then go down. If it goes here, that would be a good place to trade, I think. The other thing is it's gonna break by the end of the day if it goes there, so that would be a problem. Yeah, the problem is this monthly level. It's technically volume top thrust. Nonetheless, this is like too. At least if it comes here, touches this level and then goes down, I even would more likely believe that. It's a good volume though. So also this volume is good. However, the volume on the lower time frame will never stop. And it's a freaking 1 bar roll. What can you do? It makes this move. Maybe it will good to buy from daily today. It's high, but it's good enough. It's a little steep and yet it's like 3 months to get up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months to get down. So maybe it's a good place to buy stuff daily. You got some volume here. Maybe if you'll get more volume on the reaction bar and it closes up. That's probably gonna be, yeah, that's the volume. That was in our phase. And we'll see how it interacts with this volume. I'm curious about Netflix. I don't know about you guys. Then, yeah, this does not look good. So I don't think we need to make an exclusion now. That's our transition extreme. It was. Yeah, I'm curious on what Netflix is gonna do here today. What can I do? I'm curious creature. Boom, look at this guy. Just goes. The SanDisk just can't stop. This is alarming, to say the very least. Oh, come on. See you. I see you. Yeah, you. Here you go. Here you go. So this is gone. And also in one day, baby. One day, baby. You all know this song. Doesn't go on. That's official sign of strengths. But we have a bigger volume. We have another bar that qualifies that has like lower levels, lower volumes 2 bars before and 1 bar after, and has a wider spread. And also the whole thing reverses on the target corporation. With this volume in 0.5, it has all potential to make its 0.5 move. It's a good place for reversal. So this volume from previous 0.5 doesn't matter anymore. The only thing matters is this volume. And we have volume on Jump Over Creek. It looks beautiful. It's also part of the 2 bar spring, technically, but it's, yeah, it's split in between. This volume comes here, yeah. Now everything looks beautiful on this guy. Now once it's broke the level, something from this 0.5, I think would be gorgeous. I don't care much about shorting it, by the way. And it's a daily watch now. There's no point to short it. I'm not interested in any of this. but I'm interested in this level. Heck is this? Yeah, okay. It's not a one barrel. But God knows what. Just went there. So what can you do? Yeah. Massacre. Well, yeah, that's interesting. That doesn't look nice at all. What does this mean? I don't even know what I meant by this. This volume is not right. But why did I care? Oh, it goes lower. So none of this makes sense anymore. We're here. That's our world now. Yeah, exactly. It's unvolumed. 1.5. I think this construction is giving me headaches. It put me in the flights mode. I was like, I need to get out of here. But also I was like, okay, that's a good a good opportunity to improve and grow in Dhamma in my meditation practice. I see life, it takes two to tango. I can strike back too. So interesting. The sa, the strength, or maybe weakness. Maybe I should call weakness. No, it's like strength definitely. If we talk about impulse, I don't like sign of strength like bearish. What Wyckoff methodology calls sign of weakness is also sign of strength to me, just for the bearish move. We'll see how to deal with this, but we're definitely in this reality now. But if it closes bullish with a good volume, I think I'll buy shares like right here. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, all of that I missed yesterday. It's balanced now, and it already made its move from 0.5. That's the thing. That was the move. So, and also maybe it's interesting. The sign of weakness can move today. So let's keep the charging because it is and see what happens. Dark pool volume added. Yeah, no, this is That's what's going on here. I think I feel like yeah, sign of strength and all of that. And you guys, I'm staying away from sweets and bread for the second day. Yeah. It's it's a record lately. I was not doing good and I'm still good. I have like 2 super healthy meals a day. But lately I was supplementing them with not the like most horrible ultra processed prepackaged refined carbohydrates you can imagine, but you know, oatmeal cookies or something like that, or like multigrain bread. Uh, the stuff that's still not good for me. It's not terrible, but not the best. We'll see if I hold today. It's like my discipline improved significantly when I start like ordering through Instacart, because like when you shop on Instacart, you just don't buy this stuff and that's it. But unfortunately, I have rolls on my way of my morning jog. And once I start indulging, yeah, start buying things that I should have not. That I should have not. Interesting. We might get a local extreme level today. Oh, this weekend time due monthly overview. That's gonna be interesting, you guys. We got some moves. We got some moves. It's gonna be a break today by the end of the day today with volume uh, distribution that potentially signifies a correction beginning, slowdown, correction, reversal of the trend. Um, yeah, so this point five and sign of strength would have been all right if not for that volume, big ass volume. But let's honor it and see what we can do. And see what we can do. Because look, that volume up there is big, but the level of lower time frame suggests us otherwise. What? Oh, sorry. My phone is always silenced. Uh-huh. They're unresponsive. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so that's that. Another argument towards some correction. And also, once again, same deal. It's a correction, manipulation and correction. It shouldn't be the biggest volume of the entire wave. Um, or else where this volume is coming from, including the fact that it's not dividend or, you know, or earnings. It's nothing. It's an interesting volume to say the very least. And so is this. It's in the middle of nowhere though, so it's fine. Doesn't matter. That's gonna be bigger volume. So it's good for continuation of the trend, but not on daily. On daily though, it's at the level. So same deal. Same deal pretty much. Good place to lose some money. It was. See, I like to borrow lines from the past. I think it's just laziness because I don't want to clear up charts, but you want to keep them clear so they don't distract you. And also, like if you have too many, it's not the problem for these charts, but technically, if you do like back trading on something and like trade it continuously, at some point the chart becomes too heavy and it slows down. It's a red day, isn't it? Maybe I also like red because it's the freaking um, flag of USSR. Uh, like red is a very big color for communists. And I was born and raised communist. You know that. Um, so maybe like red is imprinted in me. And also I'm Taurus, maybe I react to red, you know? I mean, um, but the most reasonable explanation I find for myself is the one I already told you that people born into economically like disastrous, unstable time are way more prone to be perma bears, whereas people who are born into relatively prosperous times, they are more prone to be perma bulls. And I was born into meltdown of my country. The whole economy collapsed. It was like Great Depression. I'm a Great Depression survivor. So in the back of my mind, I wait for everything to collapse. And if you wait for long enough, like Lao Tzu, the art of war, if you sit and wait on the bank of the river long enough, you'll see the corpse of your foe floating down the river, drafting down the river. Um, it's not like someone is my foe, but it's just like if you're patient and wait long enough for something to happen, it will happen. Well, all right. So that's continuation of the trend that we don't really like that much. Also because of this volume, maybe. This is ridiculous. This volume. It's not like the biggest, but it's massive, I think. Okay. So continuation of the trend is valid here. Is valid here. The thing goes down. Unvolumed. Maybe it can be traded in continuation of the trend already. Because it looks like it wants to break. Still has to, but it also makes no sense because for it to come here, it needs to, it will take a day. And I'm not gonna set up like a swing trade at the end of the Friday. So let it go down first. It's a break. The heck, I have so long, such a long lines. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so that's how it goes for now. So it's good in continuation of the trend. Yep. For now. Um, broke That's our T1. And it looks like it wants to break this T1. You see, the like Roman strategy is reactive, so a lot of time by the time we like have a definite sign of like the road is open, we can join in continuation of the trend. By that time it's already like too late. It's already there. There's still room to grow. And it looks like it's gonna break today. But nonetheless, it's good for continuation of the trend. And then it will break and we'll go to the daily watch. So that's the Polis. Oh, it's a Russian stock, Polis Zolota. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, if not the monopolist of the Russian gold digging market. Or should I say gold mining? Just because of how much negative connotation gold digging has in it. Maybe this, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, boom. Just look at it. Unbelievable. If unbelievable. If unbelievable. Dun, dun. And by the way, the sign of weakness. I don't see this as a sign of weakness. I see it's a sign of strength of the short. Freaking. And this volume is bigger, so technically it just doesn't make any sense. Like what's the point of this level here? But just to highlight the fact that sign of strength is not the biggest volume. It's like secondary. 4 before 0.5. So I'd be skeptical here. But the matter of the fact is that it's an upthrust at the test level. So schematically, technically, everything checks out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the level. It's a break. And now it's a year level. Yeah, I would just let it go for now. This level, this volume is now too big. Yeah. I'd be skeptical about this 0.5 and all of this. him. However, when it comes here, it's gonna be all right to trade. Okay, it's definitely more red than what happens here. Contracting triangle again. We all can see it, can't we? Yeah. We don't do those. But just for funsies. It is gonna go somewhere. It is gonna go somewhere. Okay, okay, I get to remove it. Oh, and it shut up straight. Um, the thing that I had to close because I was lacking liquidity just shut up straight. Probably would have broken me even already. What a tragedy. Where's my trade though? Hold on. Is it the one? No. The one was in profit. So where's the trade I was sitting in? Regardless, that's a good example of how not to do. And that was unvolumed. Regardless, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, a little bit too low, and then goes up. So it's good in continuation of the trend now. I'll do Sunday though. Let's see though how much. Um, that's a good example of how you have to be like financially secure mm, on the market in order to trade it. Um, look, just want to see where I was. Hmm. Oh no. Okay. It's not that horrible. It was positive and magnet. Ah, anything from 2024 I had not closed. Oh, okay. it doesn't hurt that much because that would hurt to know that I had a position on TKK and then I had to close it. No, I broke even on TKK. Anyway, it's continuation of the trend. Uh, Far beyond. Still good for the day. Still good for the swing and day. Yeah. And we're looking into evening session in the Russian market, and that's something you should be very careful about because it's low liquidity sessions. But technically it's still good for a day trade. Not for the swing though. Not for the swing though. If day, because day reaches out to swing, day is a context, a higher time frame for a swing trade. And if higher time frame reached its potential, it means that's turning point. It's a no-no for me to trade it on the lower time frame. If context time frame, however, which is a day time frame for a day trade, reached its potential, still right. It's doable. So this thing is doable is what I'm saying. On Tegakia. Pfizer goes up. Netflix. Yeah. Um okay, what else? Verizon. Ooh. Couldn't make money on Verizon if my life depend on it to save my life. Just couldn't make money on Verizon. No, did I do some money on Verizon last year? I did. So I did some money on Verizon. However, it's just oof. It's gonna be good in continuation of the trend in the in a few hours. Tesla is closing in unvolumed. It's slightly volumed up thrust. This guy is we call undrownable. Like drown, undrownable. Uh, we also say like a snake on a pan. It's a brutal thing, but I have a visual. Wiggling like a snake on a pan. I think the survival, it's an immigrant, guys. It's like, for better or worse, first generation immigrants, they have this. Their survival ability is far beyond of that of a local guy, I think. And freaking Elon is a great single example. It's a great proof. He's just undrownable. He was liberal and he's conservative. I wait for him to become nationalist or something. Or what's next? I don't know what to do with all this. I honestly don't know what to do with all of this. And my rule says, she says, leave it alone if you don't understand it. And I'll go by this rule. It's at the level though. Okay, okay. And this tier one was on volume, but that was kind of, then it went down here, confirmed, and then, yeah, I think the fair judgment of this would be, of this episode would be just to see it like this, or it doesn't make sense otherwise. Yeah, we are in the level. And also for a second day in a row. And that regiment I've been better with. I'm like on a 2 times a day food plan. And that helps a lot. So like I feel the hunger right now. And it's an amazing feeling. I'm looking forward to my Powerball breakfast with, I don't know, you guys should see it. The health and wellness enthusiast. All you out there would definitely appreciate my morning Powerball because it's like, I don't know, half a dozen different greens, half a dozen different seeds, over a dozen different nuts, and 3, 4 seasonal fruits in the same bowl, soaked in the, not boiled over, not even simmered, just like grains are soaked overnight, the ones they need soaking, and seeds and nuts and fruits just fresh, raw. It's an amazing thing. Meantime, it's hard to really, it's not, it can be like, there's no point of seeing it. Yeah, that has to be transition extreme because we need a transition extreme here, period. It's too messy otherwise. So yeah, my breakfasts are super healthy. So are my lunches, by the way, too. Mm. That would be another sign of weakness in 4 hours. I'd set the level. It's a little too much of the volume here. So I'd be careful. And we got a buyer's tail on months. This tail also like says a lot. So technically it's good for continuation of the trend. Practically, though. Oh, and one of my brokers replied overnight saying that they still processing my crypto. It's still pending my crypto application, so there is no need for me yet to bother. This is ridiculous. Was there anything here that suggested and I needed a close manipulation signal? It happens all the time and it will continue to happen. It's a 1 bar rule now. Back to square one. Far beyond a rotation point and now facing facing the yearly level. Still good and continuation of the trend, and that would be another sign of strength we got here for sure. And God knows what happens on daily. And I'm the God. I like how Nietzsche say God is dead. In Russian, it sounds way more rude. What a beautiful thing to say. And by the way, you can get a jail time in Russia now for saying something like that. It's called insulting the feelings, hurting the feelings of religious people. It's the law. And you can get jail time just for speaking your mind on ridiculous medieval superstition. That's that's beyond ridiculous. It's just unthinkable for any person who succeeded through middle school curriculum, I think. And they even wrote God in constitution in Russia now. It says something about our ancestry who gave us faith in God. And our ancestors are communists who outlawed the religion for 75 years. You see, like, for 75 years, the religion is illegal, which I think, I mean, it's just bad thing to forbid anything, but at least it makes sense because it's obvious that God does not exist. And now they just like to forbid things. First, like believing in God is forbidden. Now, technically, not believing in God or publicly acknowledging the fact that you don't believe in God is forbidden and can get you in jail. There is no middle for Russia. It's like one extreme after another. Limitations to manipulate, and it's like divide and conquer, or separate and conquer rather. The same for beat and and rule. It's easier to rule people when things are outlawed and forbidden. And it's easier to deal with any kind of opposition uh, if you usurp the power, because all these like restrictions, like regular people, they don't like, they can go around and talk shit about religion. Likely nothing is going to happen to them. However, if you start talking about government and you're talking about religion, they'll go after you. And they'll not jail you for political reason, but they'll jail you for hurting the feelings of religious people. That's the only reason all this law exists. All these laws, and there's a bunch of them, unreasonable, ridiculous laws. But enough of politics. When I switch over to politics, I'm pretty much done with my um with my daily watch. It's too far uh, beyond before point 0.5. I'm sorry. However, yeah, and it's all like, okay. Let's take a look at the futures. Futures I can trade. Platinum doesn't hold. Am I at home today? I think I am, so we'll do some more. Yes, please. I start liking this like double pants finally, or tabs or windows. I'm not sure that I'm using the right word for it. Yeah, keep in mind that was a unvolume top thrust of this level. Holy crap. It's gas. Now it goes up, it's beyond its rotation turning point. Yeah. Um, it's funny. That can be 0.5 because it's a volume level. And even if it closed, so it's a little stretched right now, but there's apparently volume and struggle, like somewhere around here. Yeah, exactly. This excavator, though, it just like digs through my brain. And it's just the beginning. They're beginning construction here. Yeah, this thing goes down. Dow Jones. That's actually, uh-oh. One day, maybe. Yeah, went down. It went up from here. Broke it, confirmed, and then reversed. So And then maybe something here, but not now. Okay, okay, I've got enough, you guys. I've got enough. I think it's my biggest right now. Just like not to drain myself out. Pfizer goes from 0.5, shoot up straight. Netflix. It's gonna be interesting for all I care. I think I can do here. Doing. Let's take another look at the list real quick. Because is at the level right now as we speak. Yeah, this guy. What is it doing? I don't know. Is it gonna break or is it gonna pop? We'll know soon. Merrick. GG, yeah. Either. Microsoft. And it's the first time it's interacted with this like big bar though. There was a level technically, but in all the reality. In all the reality. And it's the last bar of the day, so this is not even funny. This is not even funny. Even though Elton John thinks that it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. And that one of us who can. So maybe it's funny for Sir Elton John. Not for me though. You think it's funny, Elton? I don't think it is. That may be the level for this reaction is not horrible. It's visible on 5 minutes for sure. Nonetheless, on an hour, it's like, one bar spring that needs a test. And probably will go without a test. Yeah. So that was like a little trade for today from 0.5. Could have been a little compliment for the end of the month and the end of the day. I don't have much money, Baba, if I did. Let me change direction, yeah. It's a little toxic. I'd buy a big house where we both could. If I was content, but then again, no. For a man who makes potions to traveling shots. One by reversal, anyone? Is an alter volume. Okay. That. Hold on. Hold on. I figured the sun is not that good for my laptop either. Yeah, of course it's a beautiful um weakness. But no one says this weakness cannot. We see the weakness, but we also need to see the strengths, is all I'm saying. And the volume is building. One bar reversal down. One bar, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Last hour of the day, last hour of the day. Yeah, that biggest volume. Absolutely the biggest volume. And here everything looks great. Interesting. Yeah, that was the trade of the century. Needed a test. It needed a test. We don't trade aggressive trades with no test. There we go. Pressure's building. Also, this is a little bit too big. It's a little bit too big. It's not. Is it critical or is it not? For a swing trade, probably. Volume distribution is not good. We got the seller's tail. Yeah, this volume. But there is still. I could make it easier on myself and just like. Yeah. I think it's hairy. Not Potter, but just hairy. With no Potter. Mm. So yeah. That's a transition extreme now. one bar rule. Transition extreme. Bro, it's only the demolition they're doing. They'll kill my brain. They're frying my brain. Those are aliens from Bugonia. They came to eat up my brain by demolition. The politically incorrect joke is the truth of the matter is most of these people on that side are aliens. Uh, okay, that's all I've got for now. That's all I've got for now. Fighter shoots up straight. So Netflix. Oh, it's Russell 2000. Not the crow, but 2000. Excellent. Let's come there. Take a go. Boom, boom. What is this? After hours are weird. Boom. What's going on here? It's funny. IWM, once again, we don't need it twice. Microsoft, I think it's still gonna go. Artists. Yeah, so actually the transition extreme was way, 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 way higher. So the moment of truth. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go start my day. You stay tuned. Trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. Hear everyone, don't listen to no one. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the community.